I think it's on me. Is it on me?
Should be live.
He said it's on you. Listen.
See down there?
I put that up there.
Not the bottom.
Take the
See at the bottom.
hold on, I can't do both.
It's gonna be weird. Is both of y'all on your side?
No. No, we still ain't both.
And we just have to pan it like this.
Hey. Welcome back to Spicy Nights. I am your host, Lady Knight, and my awesome co-host, Tremaine Davidson. What's up, bro?
What's going on, love? How are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Crazy week.
I know, right? What's been going on?
I mean,
Other than the Will Smith.
other the smack,
Smack
what is it,
down.
Armageddon? Smackageddon, whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, so, I mean, I'm so sick of that, though, but, it's the elephant in the room. You got to speak on it. Will was wrong. He didn't retire from the academy, and, now he feeling sorry, and I never let violence. Hey, it was just wrong place, wrong time. I don't, I'm not upset about what he did. I'm upset where he did it.
Yeah.
Because it made all of us look bad as a whole. The one time we got invited to the table, and we came in and flipped the whole table over while we there.
Yeah, that's true.
We've been fighting for years to get to the table.
But the thing is that we wouldn't have never expected it from Will Smith, right?
Right.
Because he is or has been the one who has had a hugely successful career, and he's done everything right. Right?
I mean, I get it. That's what I say. I'm not mad.
Yeah.
And what he did is like, how and where.
It's like the first time we seen him as human.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Like he makes mistakes. We saw the West Philly side of him come out that we never get to see. You know what I'm saying? Because even when he did the Fresh Prince of Bel Air, it was like we only saw we got one little fight and my mom got scared.
Right.
You know what I'm
saying?
Fight. So they had that one little fight and they were just scrapping a little bit. And but if you see the show Bel Air, I don't know if you watched it on Peacock, but I love the show. I love the show.
I just don't like Carlton.
Whatever. Like
no one likes Carlton.
I know. He has been the most hated character. However, they said that you're gonna love him later, and I think this episode that just aired on Thursday is the turning point. I'm not gonna tell you, but it's the turning point as to why they said that we'll turn around to love Carlton. So I was
right now
I was pleased.
He's the enemy. Right now, Carlton is the enemy.
He is the enemy, and I think that they probably did that so that we can hate him. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
so that we can have feelings later.
But I like the fact how all the characters are different from what they were in the comic version. The comedic version of it.
Yeah.
So everyone's a little different.
Absolutely.
Hillary is not the airhead. She's about her business and getting that cooking going. Everybody's a little different.
Yeah.
And I think that's why, because it makes you feel like you're watching a whole other show with the same characters.
Absolutely. And I think that's what I love about it so much is that it's so different to see how beautiful. Like, I love the new Hillary. I like the old Hillary too, but I love the new one because she is showing us, the ups and downs, what it takes to be an influencer, right? To try to get her brand together and her partnerships and how she's connected. And then the downfalls of being in that house.
Yeah.
Not only the mansion that she lives in, but then the influencer house. Right. You know what I'm saying? So today we're going to talk about generational curses. And that's one of the things, you know, because that show literally is exploring so many different things that happen and how to break the generational curse going forward. So, in my opinion, when he broke the curse of going to Bel Air, and his friend Trey was feeling some type of way about that because they from West Philly, always Philly, blah blah blah. But you have to grow and expand your mind that there's got to be more to life than these streets.
What do you say? These 8 blocks.
These 8 blocks.
These 8 blocks of West Philly. I mean, but then we all done came across that. People want change until it's time for you to change.
Right.
You know, so everybody holler, oh man, if I had a chance to do this, I'll do this. But like you say with Trey and Will had a chance.
Will had the chance.
And Trey couldn't understand. Like, well, you gonna leave me up? I mean, I can't take everybody. No. Prime example, if you want to use the example, MC Hammer. Hammer tried to take the whole hood and went broke. You can't help everybody. You know, it's unfortunate, you know, because us is a lot of people with natural lovers, and you know, you care about your people.
I do. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So, but you can't save everybody. You can't take everybody with you.
I just learned that lesson right now in the midst of, you know, I've openly discussed how I battled depression, you know, and it was from saving my parents from the hurricane. That was just the straw that broke the camel's back. Okay. You know what I mean? Because I'm sure everything that led up to that moment of depression was because of everything and everybody that I have tried to save prior to that. And so now I'm taking the time to save myself. And so here is when I create Spicy Nights. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know, right? You know, like now that's what I'm working on, is saving myself, you know, because I took so many hits and so many losses, you know, in my lifetime that I'm like, this time when I rebuild.
And she only 55. She almost cursed, y'all.
I almost cussed. But I'm not 55 for the record, okay? I'm 25, okay?
Okay. Now we lying to the people. Okay,
whatever.
I understand.
You know what?
I understand.
You know, it's the haters in this world that constantly keep us
motivated.
Constantly keep us motivated. But today we're going to talk about generational curses in relationships, in life, and so that we can help to break some of these curses so that we can move forward and have a healthier life, have a more successful life, and just do better because we deserve better. And
so the phrase of the day is, don't be a Trey. Don't be a Trey.
Don't be a Trey.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't be a Trey.
If your man gets on, congratulate him.
Yes.
If he's really your guy, he's gonna reach for you anyway.
Yes.
You just and that's our problem as people in general. We have to wait our turn.
Nobody ever wants to wait their turn.
Everybody, you have to wait your turn. It's just because your man, you know what I'm saying, got on, don't mean you don't get on the same day. It don't mean that you won't get on 2 years later, but not the same day.
And the prime example of that is Toni Braxton and her sisters.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because she tried to, what about my sisters? You know, but she had to go and lead the way. Let me go, see what's going on, and then make the path easier for you so that you don't have to go through what I went through. That's what you have to do. And if you wait your turn, because sometimes you're not ready.
Exactly.
There's a lot of people that's not ready.
So the Braxtons, who famous other than Toni?
Tamar.
That's it. They all not. It's not. That is not your dream. I mean, that is not your position in life.
Exactly.
And you know what I'm saying? So Toni's position in life is to be the big superstar. Yes. I get it. You want your sisters there, but they all get. One of them got to be the role manager. One got to keep the dancers in line. Yep. One got to keep the books. Yeah. Everybody has a different purpose in life. You cannot all be LeBron James.
Absolutely.
LeBron, his buddy is right there with him. He don't play ball. He made sure he made sure his guy went to college. Get your degree, and now you run his business.
That's right.
So, like I said, if that's really your friend, they're gonna come to get you anyway.
Absolutely.
Just gotta wait. We are so impatient.
I know. I'm the queen of impatience. Okay, the queen of it. But I've learned how to be patient. I'm learning. I'm still learning. Some things that I want right now, I'm still constantly like, oh, I need that right now spirit. But now I'm learning to just, you know what, let me let that go. Because what I've learned in being patient is that my blessings always come. They always come, and they always on time. So that's the
what's for you is for you.
Absolutely.
That's just it. You know what I'm saying? And I think we all go there, you know what I'm saying? Because as I got all the same thing. You know, we all, right now is the microwave generation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We can't, like, we try to instill our kids with what the things we grew up with, it doesn't fit for them. It doesn't work for them.
Right.
Because what we went through, they have no idea.
They don't have Walkmans, DVDs.
They don't know about going outside to play.
No, they don't even know about that.
I mean, you got
red light, green light.
Man, we got some kids right now. Let's go play picky. You gonna be like, what?
Yeah,
nothing.
Play it.
Yeah, strike out. We get all that. Yeah. Kick baseball.
Catch a girl.
Catch a girl. These kids don't understand none of that.
No, they don't. They
yeah,
don't.
so like I say, but it's just different because now you have more millionaire children.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In this society, in this era, because of the internet, because of the Instagram, the TikTok and all, you know what I'm saying? These people are getting rich from doing this stuff. And, you know, so I get it.
And so we trying to learn their program and how to do that because now we need social media to build a business, to build our brands, to build our following, etc. Right? Whereas before we used to do it the old way, you know, get on TV, get on radio, do things like that.
Yeah.
But now,
advertisement.
But now you have to have a following in order for people to want to even do business with you. So there's that.
Yeah. That, i.e. the whole influencer thing. I still don't really understand. Like, I just don't, like, really, but I'm saying your whole day is just creating content on the internet.
Right.
You don't do nothing else.
Well, that's your job. If you look at it as a job, then that's what you're doing. You're doing your job. So just like we in the back in the day go to a 9 to 5, you know, and I won't say back in the day because we still go to 9 to 5, most of us. But now your job is to create that content, make sure you have good camera, good audio, good lighting, you know, so that you can deliver and good content so that you can deliver the content that your audience wants. So you just got to do it. So it's a different type of job. It's not the same job that we had as a 9 to 5, but now, and I love the fact that we have that opportunity to create our own, because I always felt like going the old route or going the traditional route is not always the best, because now you have to wait to be picked, whereas now you could create
you just jump out in the front line,
right?
Turn your cell phone on, your laptop, whatever, and just make your own path. Which is not a bad thing. Like I said, it's just different from when we came up.
It's different. So now we have to learn in a whole new life, because I thought social media was for play until I realized that
these guys out here becoming millionaires.
Like, oh, okay, that's the way that I need to do it. Okay, show me how to press play.
Man.
Show me how to connect. Show me how to use these different mechanisms. And so I went to media school as a result, and here we are today. You know. Yeah,
I mean, like I say, it's different, and that goes back to like we said, the topic, you know, generational curses. Today we can't tell our kids what my grandma told us, because it don't apply.
Right.
You know, it just doesn't apply.
Right.
Period.
Right.
The upbringing that we had has nothing to. I watched Earthquake the other day on Netflix. He got a special. Mm-hmm. He said it the best. We are inner city people raising suburban kids, and that's just it. It doesn't fit.
100%.
What and he had a joke. He said, "Put one of the whoopers your mama put on you, on your kid. That kid gonna die. He's gonna lose his mind. He ain't gonna be able to handle that. He's gonna be ready to commit suicide, all kinds of stuff. He's not ready for that.
No,
they're not built like us.
No. And they didn't learn that. And nowadays, that's against the law. You're assaulting your kid.
Yeah, that's not assault. It's discipline.
Well, you know, everybody is saying that the slap that Will Smith delivered was an assault. And I didn't look at it as an assault. But I guess if somebody slapped me, but I guess legally it is an assault, right?
I mean, but just like, at least Chris did what he's supposed to do. You don't press charges for being slapped. You don't do that. That's just,
and I don't
that's just what we don't do. You know,
right? That's what we
don't. Karen would have called police. The show would have been canceled.
Wait, the whole Oscars would have
been over. It's over. It's over.
And then they said they asked him to leave, but he declined. I'm thinking, like, if you really asked him to leave,
right?
There's no way.
There's no decline. There's no decline.
So did you guys say, okay, well, don't hit us, so we're gonna let you stay? Like,
I mean, and you know, before we go get heavy into the topic, I just want to, you know, praise Chris Rock. Because that could have went a whole lot different ways.
My goodness, yeah.
Because I ain't going to lie.
I know. I'm from Terrytown.
The next statement you would have heard was commercial. Because now me and him rolling around on the floor. Ain't no way you gonna slap me and turn around. I'd have dove all on his back.
I know. That microphone would have went clean up.
Man, hey, Chris, brother. You know, does ever reach you? Hey, I applaud you.
If this ever reach you,
I applaud you, bro. For real. Man, ain't no, like I said, we could have rolled next commercial be like, security, commercial.
Then he said we're gonna handle this like some gentlemen.
Yeah, man, ain't no way in the world. But I think, me personally, I would have had to do something with my kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's rough as a man to watch how your children, your family watch you. It's a double-edged sword because, you know, as a teaching moment is, okay, Daddy restrained himself. You know what I'm saying? We kept going with the show. You know, the show must go on.
Right.
And then again, your kid's like,
you're
a punk.
Yeah,
why would you let this man hit you?
Right.
Especially when you got boys.
Mm-hmm.
That's the hardest thing. So, Chris, my utmost respect. Because you did what.
But another teaching moment, if we're going to teach, especially in Chicago, is that they're still both alive. They didn't go pull out guns at the end of the day. They both can still go on and go home to their families. That's the teaching moment that sometimes, because back in the day, the guys did fight all the time. But then, I don't know how y'all do this as men, because as girls, we never forgive that fast. But guys always can wrestle it out, duke it out, and then y'all hop back up and y'all friends and y'all go play games and y'all go play tag and go hoop, right? Girls, ladies, I'm still not at that level. I'm gonna just keep it 1,000. You know, I'm still not there. I need a little time to forgive and move forward, and
understand.
Let my heart, let me keep from throwing hands. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, that's it. Like you say, throwing hands, and that's fine. Like I listened to Shannon Sharp. He said, "Hey, if that was me, I was gonna whoop him, or he was gonna have to whoop me." You know what I'm saying? Exactly. He said that's just what it is. Yeah. Every time I see you, if you whoop me, it was on sight.
Exactly.
We gonna fight. We ain't gonna kill each other, but guess what? I'm gonna get my lick back.
Exactly. There you go.
So yeah, I get it.
So yeah, and then the other moment was the fact that.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Is that a generational curse that we gotta fight?
Well, it is.
It is, because back in the day, your mom like, if you're going to fight them, you're going to fight me.
Yeah, right.
That's just it.
Well, because I never put up with bullying. I never tolerated bullying, especially as a kid. So you're not going to bully me and think that you're going to get away with that. You feel me? So if that's a generational curse, I still feel like...
Right, but I still tell my kids, you better not come here talking about somebody hit you. My next question is, well, what did you do?
What did you do?
Now, if you didn't do nothing... we got a problem. Because now, if you did something and you lost, now we just got to do a little training.
Now we got to do a little training. Exactly, because I was thinking the same thing. I said, well, Bruce Lee, what would he have done? As much meditation and everything that he's learned, but he still know how to throw hands.
Yeah, well, I think it's just, it would have been trouble with a lot of people because it was literally your reflexes.
Yeah.
That's why I said Chris is a big dude. He's, hey, I don't know if he's just used to being whooped. I don't know if he's used to getting slapped around, Chris, but...
Well, he did create a show called Everybody Hates Chris.
I guess.
So it's support.
Because you literally didn't... your reflex was to say, wow. That'd have been the crowd's reflex. I'd have been all on his back. I'm telling y'all. His next statement was, he biting me. Right.
But his ticket sales went up like 400%.
I was going to go until, Chris, you done went from $50 to $300. I mean, I support you, but I'm gonna go see your brother next week. That's right. For half the price.
That part.
I'm gonna see your brother next week for half the price.
Well, he has something to say. I didn't get a chance to watch the video, but yeah, he did have something to say. But I'm sure that is to help boost his sales, like you said.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it for real.
It is a two-edged sword. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it for real. Him, my guy, Gary Owens.
Oh, okay.
Gary Owens, Lavelle Crawford, and some more.
Oh, okay. Oh, I love some more. That's my girl.
I've never seen her live. I've seen all the comedians live.
I've never seen her live either. That's dope. Yeah, she's awesome. I love her.
We're gonna look for Tony Rock now. I'm gonna see
go see it. Yeah, we're gonna have to pull that up on the commercial break. Yeah. Matter of fact, we'll be right back after these. Enjoy the music, because now we're playing music. We'll be right back. Okay. Whew.
Okay, yours?
I can't.
What music on?
No.
You don't know the song. Right, as far as the YouTube,
See, I'm hearing the same thing that. No, that's live. I'm hearing the same thing for some reason.
Yeah, you can't pause it.
Oh no, you don't have to pause that.
I'm trying to figure out how you flip it because it'd be better if I could see you guys, and I want to make sure that y'all are actually in the recording good. You know what I'm saying? It should be way to.
This is church song. What's this?
I don't know. You're the one listening to it.
So we gotta do a little timing better because you came. We went off right in the middle of this song, so you have to listen and see when the song is going off. Then we can go to the next break.
I can't do that because there's a delay.
Oh, so how, on the music side or on our side?
On our side, when we're talking, there's a delay.
The like literally went off and the song was in the middle of the song.
That's okay. This is our first show, so
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
I
care
know.
about none of that stuff right now. But I
I
will
don't know
take
this song.
notes so that I can know how to do that because I won't know.
Right, yeah. So when we just finish playing, then we're gonna play one more. Then we're gonna come back on.
Okay.
So we gotta keep listening. But no, just take it out so we can hear.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know that song.
Yeah, I know. That sounds like you know that.
Maybe just for front facing. Maybe just for front facing. Selfie record.
Here it is.
Oh, that's Kirk.
Oh, okay. So I just changed it to the back camera. That's what you need?
Yeah, so he can see.
So I can see.
Right, so he can see.
know
Yeah,
right
he don't know what he can't see what he's actually recording.
Gotcha.
And I was who all lines or just out? Y'all want me to from the people? Or just out to?
back.
I'm just Jeremy. 112, Cupid. Bad boy. That's when they were at the height of their game.
They were.
But I want to. Just a question to you. What do you when we say generational curse? What do you first think?
I think about all of the negative things that has happened, especially in my lifetime. Being molested, losing children, heartbreaks. Dealing with guys that I shouldn't have dealt with. Depression. So those are just like the tip of the iceberg of some of the things I've dealt with.
But you say generational curse. Is that mean some of the things you went through had nothing to do with your past? Generational mean stuff your grandma didn't told your mama and your mama didn't told you.
Well, those are things that happened to the people before me.
So it is a pattern.
Yeah, it is a pattern. Yeah.
Okay.
So I wasn't the only one in my family that it happened to. It happened generations before me, and so I felt like, so I'm not saying that it was passed down per se, but in every family there seems to be a pedophile, a molester, or this, that, not I won't say every family, but in a lot of families. So those are some of the alcoholism, drugs, like all of those played a part because of what was going on in households back in the day. So beating on the women, that part, those are the generational curses that I'm thinking about.
Yeah, and I agree with that because back in the day it was okay to slap your wife.
Right. Why was that okay?
I mean, because I'm the man, I make the money, and you don't have nothing to say. What was it? Barefoot, naked, making babies, barefoot, naked in the kitchen, or whatever the line is.
Barefoot and pregnant.
There you go, barefoot and pregnant. So, honestly, still today, I don't know why I looked it up, but I'm like that. I look up a lot of stuff. It's still a law on the books in West Virginia where you can beat your wife on the first Sunday of each month.
The first Sunday?
Yes, you can take it, but it has to be on a courtroom stairs. So you can bring her to the state capitol, and this is a law. Anybody want to look it up, Google it. It's a law in West Virginia where you can literally beat your wife, and it's still on the books today. So if somebody really did it, they can argue the fact that it's still a law. You got to remember, there's a lot of laws that still ain't changed. They just changed lynching.
They did. I was thinking like it is 2022 and it is just finally a law that you can't lynch like that.
Yeah, so back in 2019, you can still choke somebody out.
Right. The only lynching that I was thinking of was like the lynch mob with Jackie the Beats back in the day. That's it. That's it. But like in real life lynching, I had no idea that was not a law.
Yeah, because the guy down in Texas, I remember the last name is Bird. They lynched him, and like they went with a small. This was like maybe early 2000s. They drug him, by his feet behind a pickup.
Yeah,
you remember that? Yeah. So and nothing really happened because technically it is legal to do these things.
I cannot believe it's still legal to do these.
But not no more.
Oh yeah.
2 days ago. It's been,
thank you, Biden.
Right. It's been not legal for 48 hours.
Right. That's it.
That is crazy.
Come on, it's 2022.
So yeah. So like I said, the whole beating of your woman and the women not being able to say anything, and women have come a long way. I've seen it. I've seen it in my family personally. I've seen it. I know friends who've been through it. Like women really. Back in the day, men really felt like women shouldn't do nothing.
I don't understand why. We literally are the backbones of half the things. Men wouldn't even be able to go out here and do the things that they do if they didn't have the right woman beside them.
True statement. I'm here to attest to that.
Thank you.
I'm here to attest to that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. Yeah.
As much as she get on my nerves.
Exactly.
I love her to death.
I'm sure get on her nerves equally as much. Okay. I'm sure.
But no, seriously, you can't. I mean, I'm gonna say this early. I think I might not be wrong, but y'all can look it up. In the 50s, we had more black owners than today.
Mm-hmm.
The 50s and 60s, we had actual black families.
Mm-hmm.
We did.
You know what I'm saying? Well, the father pretty much all the dads got up in the morning and went to work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He had a house full of kids.
Yeah.
He did it. You know what I'm saying? But we had families.
Yeah.
Then they seen us rolling, because it don't take us much to realize, hey, we don't need them. You know what I'm saying? And they started the whole government assistance program.
Right.
So I'm gonna give you a house. I'm gonna give you some money, but you can't have a man.
Right. That part.
You know, and still in Section 8, you can't have a man.
Right.
And that's in
You
2022.
still can't- I know.
That's
yeah.
the craziest. In 2022, you cannot have a man.
They said that they did that to divide the household.
Yeah, and it worked.
Yeah, it did.
It worked.
Yeah.
Because look,
first of all,
your guy, he working, he doing the best he can. And y'all got this little 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom with your kids. But the government said, hey, if you get rid of him, I'll give you 3-bedroom apartment and this amount of food stamps. You don't even need him. You know, and unfortunately our sisters fell for it.
Yeah.
We went right for it. I can give me a new house. I ain't got to live in the projects. And I get it. You know, we like shiny things.
We do.
Yeah, we like shiny things. You know, it's unfortunate that we'll go buy a person some Jordans before we buy life insurance.
Right, that part. Yeah.
Another curse. You know,
that is another.
Our parents ain't never told us. I don't know about you, but my parents ain't never told me nothing about no life insurance and all that old stuff. You know what I'm saying? Not even. I learned all this stuff on my own as I became an adult. Yeah. That's why I make sure I tell my kids now, get your papers in order. Yeah. We ain't gonna be out here making no GoFundMes. Right. Get your papers in order.
Yeah. Well, because GoFundMe has become the life insurance
policy.
That's it. For most people. It. And yeah, you're right. I agree. We did not learn that. Just like we didn't learn about credit and financial literacy and things like that. Not even in high school. So, I was a business student and didn't learn all of that, right? Right. So I majored in business and administration, and I had to find out once I got to college. You know, I learned how to do accounting and things of that. And once I started working at banks and things of that nature, but still, you know, I've taken so many ups and downs, or so many downturns, you know, that I still have to constantly keep pulling myself back up. Right. But at least I know how to keep pulling myself back up. Whereas some people are just lost. They have no clue. They don't know that at 18, as soon as they turn 18, that the colleges are after them to get credit cards.
They'll give you every credit card you want.
Every credit card that you want. But they never teach you how to manage these credit cards. They don't teach you that you actually have to pay it back monthly.
Yeah.
You know, like,
I can buy this right now. Yeah, you can buy it right now. It's no cost you.
Yes, you know, but please, you know, go get a job so that you can pay us back. They haven't talked about that. They
got speaking of laws, like we just talking about Biden and the lynching, it's a new thing, like you just said. It's mandatory now. Only in Florida, they just passed a bill. These kids have to learn financial literacy.
Yes.
Learn about your credit. Yeah. So it's slow. Yeah. The wheel is spinning slow. You know what I'm saying?
Is. And I hope that every other state will include that and adapt that, because these kids deserve to understand that this is how real life works. Now, knowing about your history and all that other crap is okay. Right. But in real life, you need to know how to manage yourself, just like men who still don't know how to cook, for the love of God. Okay? Somebody needs to teach you, or because they have a million cooking shows, just turn one on.
And Bobby Flay battle every day.
But have a sense of pride. Cooking is not just something that the woman has to do. Right. Come home. I like for people to be able to cook and serve me the way that I serve you.
Okay, move on to the next topic. I don't want to hear her talking about. You hear Tam say that you gotta cook sometime. All right.
Don't be trying to move on. Look, break the generational.
I'm just saying, she bought man groceries in here. At least you can do is cook.
I gotta buy all the groceries. I gotta cook everything, and I gotta go to work, for the love of God. Okay.
No, but I don't mind. I mean, you know, I do believe the household role should be shared.
Shared responsibility.
Yeah, I mean, and we do. You know,
especially
it's funny.
Go to work.
Right, we woke up, but it's funny you just said it because me and my guy was just talking about that. Mm-hmm. He like, man, because I called him Mrs. Scott. He's like, man, I was cleaning up. I said, oh, what the wife at? Just off top. What he like, oh, it's my turn. You know.
See, and you wonder why people get slapped.
But then I say, my bad, you right. You know, and I said it like, but as a man, you can't. Well, what you mean cleaning up? Where your wife at? Why you? But he like, we just say, and whole time, I'm folding clothes because I'm washing, not even thinking. But that's like I said, but that's just
shared responsibility. Is definitely a generational curse that has to be broken, that the woman has to do everything and take care of the household, and while the man just go off to work and he gets to come home and have a beer and watch the game when he's done. No, I gotta go to work too. Yeah. And then we gotta take the kids to daycare and et cetera, et cetera.
And
like,
track meetings.
And track meetings, right. We gotta make sure that they are productive human beings in life, so that they're just not sitting at home playing video games and, you know, or those that's out there.
Money, because video games make money.
They make a ton of money. So I'm okay with if you got to go on Twitch.
Right.
You know
video game makes a lot of money.
I'm cool with that. But if that's all you're doing and you're not making money on Twitch, okay? But this is all that you want to do in life. Now, it's okay if you went to work or you went to school, you're doing great, you're excelling, you deserve to come home and play video games. Because I want to build a whole video game system in my house. You feel me? However, if you ain't done none of that, then you just being lazy and you don't feel like it and all you want to do is play video games, you better figure out how that's going to make us $1 million.
That's it. That's it. Get your YouTube channel or whatever y'all be doing.
You better figure it out.
And I still don't understand that, because my son, I just came in with me, he watching somebody else play the game. I said, well, why you ain't playing the game? That they literally watch other people play the game and talk about it. Hey,
but that's
I'm gonna stop trying to figure it out.
Yeah,
just go ahead
that's their form of entertainment, and I'm okay with that. But shared responsibility. Yes. I'm a huge component of that, because there's a lot of things. We all have our flaws and we have our strengths, right? And so even in housework, I used to have this guy I used to date many years ago. Shout out to him, because I love the partnership that we used to have in the household. He would go to work and he would work second shift. So when he got up, something like that. So I would come home, because I got off at 5. I would take a nap, and then I would get up and cook dinner so that it's hot for him when he get home. You know what I'm saying? So he would have to, put it in the microwave. So, but in return, he also would say, just sprinkle the stuff that you put on the carpet, and I'll come home and I'll vacuum and I'll clean the bathroom. And if you do this, and if you cook through the week, then I'll cook on the weekends. Partnership,
Well, I do think that Shannon and I, the woman's gonna end up doing 90% of the housework.
But I didn't.
See, but like,
because I didn't have to.
But see, like at home, she does nothing outside. I'm the one out there digging, cutting grass, cleaning gutters. But that's just how
you should.
As I should, exactly. But it's as I should, but you ain't supposed to wash the dishes. Come on now, make it make sense.
Washing dishes is my favorite chore, so I don't mind doing that. It is, yeah. Since I was 8 years old, I've been washing dishes. So.
Are you sure? I'm gonna tell say that one more
and
time.
I have a dishwasher. Wait.
Washing dishes is what?
My favorite chore. My favorite chore, not hers, mine. Okay, everybody has a favorite chore. And that just happens to be mine. And also, like, I hate doing laundry, but I don't mind folding.
That's me. And so, I don't know if it's the military, but it's, I have to fold my clothes as they come out the dryer.
Oh, because that's when it's nice and hot and fresh.
Not only that, I just don't want to wrinkle. That part. Because I still iron. I put out the iron.
I use the steamer now. Like, that's one of the generational curses that I broke for myself. Like,
steamer?
I hate irons and I love steamers.
Oh, no. Like, my kids don't even know. You be like, you going to go look like that? They don't even care. These kids nowadays, they just don't care about their appearance. And it drives me crazy. They wear hoodies when it's 90 degrees. They wear flip-flops when it's 20 degrees. I just don't understand these kids. I don't get it. They're all crazy. All of them. I just don't get it.
Wait, that is so true.
Yes, it's 90 degrees. My son got a hoodie.
But
what are you doing?
Look, and that's another generational curse that needs to be broken. Wear the saggy pants. That part. They didn't do that in gentlemen back in that day.
That's just a hood curse.
Is that a hood curse? Yeah, that's But the ones that do that is teaching their children how to do that. It's okay.
Saying it's okay.
Yeah, and it's not okay. Like, in no era.
Right, I don't get it, because if you look back, even as early as the 70s, even the head of the gang members, they wore suits.
Yeah.
These cats were clean.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They had on suits and trench coats and Afro picked out nice and neat.
Had swag.
Exactly. But then the 90s came and I don't know.
Yeah.
Things just went left.
Well, because we came into the hip hop era.
And everything was triple oversized.
And then we started wearing our clothes backwards because of Chris Cross.
And now they wear them super undersized. I can't stand
that
it.
Ain't so tight. Like, can you breathe? Can you breathe?
I can't stand men and super tight jeans.
Super tight jeans.
Bro, I should not be able to see your calf muscle.
Man.
Why are your pants that tight? How did you get them up, first of all? Let me find out some dudes out here jumping to put their pants on.
Oh my god, jumping.
How did you get your foot in
That's
it?
what, wait, that's what Beyonce said in her song. You know,
Exactly,
you
that's
gotta
what
jump
I'm
to
saying.
put your jeans
Let me
on.
find some dudes out here jumping to put their pants on. And you out here talking about some with a strap. Man, look,
What is your-
you can't have no gun under there. You can't even put no money in
No.
your pocket.
Man, that's what they taught us in conceal and carry too. Is that it's always the guys that got on the tightest jeans.
They told y'all that?
Yeah, they told us that because you're not supposed to be able to see the gun. That's why it's called conceal and
Right.
carry. You're supposed to conceal it, but they always want to stick it right here where you can see it, and then they wear the tightest jeans so that you can see the print of the gun that you're carrying that is supposed to be concealed. So you're not even doing that properly. You know, I would need you guys to follow the orders properly because that's not it. So there's so many things that I think need to be broken, especially in this day and age, you know, and spread more love. Like what happened to the love? What happened to the love? We have so much. I think people get so caught up in the haters that they forget to love. You know, it's like you're so focused on who's hating on you, but you're not even embracing the people who's welcoming you.
Yeah, they love you, yeah.
And that loves you regardless, unconditionally, and love you with open arms.
Oh,
it's like,
shout out to my boy Gerard Carmichael.
I love Gerard Carmichael.
He took me by a shock today, you know, that he said he's gay, but hey, it's okay.
It is okay.
That's your life.
It is
and your booty. So if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do.
Is that, okay?
I'm just saying. But
shout out to all of my gay people, my friends, my relatives, my loved ones, all of y'all. I love all of y'all. I don't mind. Live your life. I'm glad that he freed himself of that secret because he said in the article that I read yesterday that him and his dad had a secret.
Yeah.
So his dad was.
I thought he had several kids.
Yeah, had all of these kids outside of the home. And then he had his secret. So when his dad exposed his secret, or when it was found out, I don't know if he told.
No, he told.
But
Gerard made him tell.
Oh, he made him tell. Yeah. But then he couldn't tell his secret.
Yeah.
Gerard still couldn't tell his secret. Yeah. So that's another generational curse, is that what goes on in the house stays in the house.
That, and like you said about the love. Do I know my parents love me? Of course. How many times my mama gave me a hug and told me I love me? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Now it's more frequent now.
Yeah.
But I've never even seen my grandparents hug my parents.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So now I'm making my business to tell all my kids. You know what I'm saying? Every morning I got a group text with all my 3 kids on there. Good morning, Daddy loves you. Yeah. Have a great day at work, school, whatever y'all got going.
Great job for breaking that generation.
Man, because when you think about it, I can't even tell you. I know she didn't say it, but how often have my mama ever told me I love you? Mm-hmm. Does she love me? Of course she does. You know what I'm saying? But back then, it was just supposed to be known.
Right. Yeah.
You know, it was supposed to be known.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Fathers, it's okay to hug your sons.
Yeah.
Tell them you love them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the world don't love them.
They don't.
You know what I'm saying? And you shouldn't have them out there thinking, you know what I'm saying, that don't nobody love me.
Right.
And if you tell your kids every day, I love you, they know. If don't nobody else love me, my daddy love me.
That's right. And my mom, because it's unfortunate, you know, that your mom, because we as women are like natural nurturers, but the fact that she didn't experience it, so she couldn't pass that on. She doesn't know that this is how it's supposed to go. You know, beating on your kids is not love, it's discipline, you know, but showing them love and giving them what they need, then they wouldn't be out here in gangs.
Yeah, positive affirmations every morning.
They wouldn't be out here picking up a gun. Yeah. And then you ask them why. Well, don't nobody love me. Wow. Right. It's like, so you're looking for love in the streets or looking for love in all the wrong places. So fathers, tell your daughters that you love them.
I'll say your daughters
because we need to know. And we should also know the first experience of being with a man. This is how we should be treated.
That's it.
Then we wouldn't have so many heartbreaks and so much pain that we've dealt with because we've been looking for love in all the wrong places, and vice versa. Because I won't say that there's not a lot of men that's not out there that haven't been taught how to love, and therefore
most of us don't
everybody is in toxic relationships one after another, and nobody knows how to love.
And that's all it is. No one knows how to love.
Do you know how many people have come back to me to say, Tam, I'm sorry that I didn't know how to love you. I did not know that that's what you were showing me was love. I'm like, what? Because it's natural to me, but not knowing.
Don't know.
Yeah. And so therefore, and I had to go back and apologize because I felt like I was controlling how to run this relationship because I'm trying to control it with love and lead with love, but they were running away from it and I didn't understand. So I'm like, well, I'm sorry I tried to make you love me, not knowing that you didn't know how, because we didn't know that this is a curse that has been put upon us and passed down from generation after generation.
That's like, handing somebody a bike that ain't never rode one and say, get on and go.
Right.
You just don't know how.
Oh my goodness. I still do not like bike riding. I learned how to ride a bike when I was young. A 10-speed. I did. And I hated it. But it's because
who doesn't like to ride a bike?
Then me. I don't like to ride a bike. Me. Tam. Okay. Look, Lady Night. Do not like to ride a bike. Okay. I don't. But it is because what I realized like recently is that I never learned how to balance myself. I don't know how to. That's why I don't know how to roller skate either. Because all of these things require you to learn how to balance. And I've never learned how to do that. And so now, and that's a whole nother topic right there. Okay. Learning how to balance myself. Okay. My emotions, my physical body, my mental, learning how to balance so that I'm not too much of one thing and not enough of another and lacking in this area and controlling in that area. So I'm working on me, y'all. I'm healing. I'm doing the work and I'm breaking the curses that have been put upon my life or been spread down or passed down from generation to generation. Like hitting me is absolutely a no. One guy threw me up against the wall.
I thought you were going to say something else. Okay.
No, like so the things that went on in Big Mama's house and all of their houses, like no, it's not happening in my house. Most of the time because I always pay my own rent. You feel me? Like I'm always the name is on the lease. You feel me? So therefore you can walk out at any time. But also because I'm not going to antagonize you to the point that you feel the need that you have to raise up and hit me. You know what I mean? So, and I always talk to women about that. Like, don't constantly antagonize and poke and probe because you don't know that bear might come out, and devour you unbeknownst to what, he's trying to control himself. But then you keep bam, 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 and there. So
don't say all of us. We've all dealt with toxic relationships.
Yeah.
And that comes from, like you say, just, years of not being helped.
Right.
Years of not taking time for yourself.
That part.
That, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all go from relationship to relationship to relationship. Mm-hmm. You never give yourself a time to heal from the past damage or whatever that happened in, with the past. We never allow ourselves to be like, just give yourself a break. You ain't got to answer to nobody. You know what I'm saying? Some people really have a problem with being by themselves.
They do.
I don't have a problem. I love me.
I love me. Exactly. I love me
enough.
I love me.
But some people literally, and I'm gonna be honest. I was one of them people. Like I talked to a friend the other night. While I was in the military, and we were just talking. And she said, I've always known you to have a woman. Mm-hmm. And I've always had somebody saying that's my boyfriend or that's my husband or whatever the case. I've always had that. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to say 2 years before I met, you know what I'm saying, my girl, I was dealing with people, whatever, still was trying to learn myself.
Yeah.
And that was the big part, learning yourself. And I went back and I apologized to women I dealt with in the past because I didn't love me enough to actually love you.
Yes.
I couldn't get it together, so I really wasn't in a shape to make this work.
Yeah.
I've had some great women. You know what I'm saying? That if I was in a better space, we'd have lived happily ever after. Mm-hmm. I just wasn't in that space. Mm-hmm. And I told you before, I don't feel like I didn't become a man till about 35 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a man physically, but mentally, it's a whole nother outlook on life.
Yes.
So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like I said, I've literally been back to several women that had to apologize. Like, look, hey, I know you was hurt. I'm sorry. I just wasn't in the space to, to make that work.
Absolutely.
And then that also comes with seeing my old man.
Mm-hmm.
My old man was rough.
Mm-hmm.
It's 16 of us.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just 16 that made it.
Papa was a rolling
Yeah,
stone.
so that's 16 that made it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So my old man, it was watching him woman to woman. So that's all I know.
I'm still a player.
And he still think he's 22.
Oh my God.
He's still out here rough.
He's still a rolling stone.
But that's just, hey, I love my dad to death. That's just who he is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like I say, with talking about going back to Gerard, he had to go through the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
He knew his dad had 5, 6 other kids in the neighborhood. That his mom didn't know. He said he was messing around. His dad was sleeping with one of his best friend's auntie.
Oh my goodness.
He said, my guy come to me like, hey, I go to my auntie's house and your daddy there.
Your daddy there.
And he say, he knew my daddy. He like, this my so TJ, his name was TJ. He said, TJ at my house on a regular. So him and my daddy to play the game, he hanging out with us. He like, what in the world?
Not playing the game and hanging out with us.
I play the game with my kids.
Yeah.
But I'm saying he knew he came in the house like, hey, Mr. Carmichael, like, what you doing here?
Wow.
Yeah, so
that's rough. That's rough though. And then you put other people in a position like
right.
That's awkward. Like, what am I supposed to do? How do I move forward? Because don't nobody train you on these things, okay? Don't nobody train you.
There's no manual for life.
Right, there is no manual for life.
That's it.
And then the secrets.
That.
Oh my goodness, the secrets that we have to keep. Do you know how many secrets I have?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. It's like I just decided the other day that I have to start doing something. That's why I'm going extra on, so that I can relieve myself of all of the things that's keeping me mentally unstable.
Oh my God. Trying my head, he said he in there washing dishes as we speak.
Good job. High five, bro.
They do. They said they hear that. So we got to figure out that, y'all. We're sorry. This is our first day. We're working on a lot of stuff.
Right.
We got to figure out why, because we don't hear it on this end. But I have 2 people text me and say they hear echo.
Yeah.
We're going to work on it. Just give us some time.
Right. That part.
Yeah.
So I don't know why that we have to constantly keep all of these secrets. And then when the secrets are exposed, now we feel some type of way, and we never go to therapy about it, so that we can get the help that we need to unload all of this pain. So therefore, that's why we have all of these broken relationships, is because we're carrying pain from one place to another.
You know what that means? Hurt people hurt people.
Yes.
Even if you don't know you're hurt, it comes out in your psyche. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
In your mind, ain't nothing wrong with me.
Yeah. But
your behaviors.
Yeah.
Your behaviors show that something's wrong with you.
Yeah, something is wrong.
And a lot of us.
But we don't know that.
We don't,
because therapy
it's for white folks.
Right. That part. It's sweep it under the rug. We're not gonna tell nobody that this is what's going on in the family when the whole family needs to be in therapy. Y'all need counseling. We all need counseling. We all have to figure out how to navigate this life, because life sucks sometimes.
Yes.
And that's why we have to break all of these curses. We have to, one at a time. We're not gonna change overnight. Every day should be a healing process. Every day we should be healing from something.
Yeah.
We shouldn't still be holding on to the same hurt that happened when we was 4, etc. So, we're going to do what we have to do to keep moving forward. But we will be back. We will take a quick break and enjoy the music, you guys, because now we got music on our show. I'm so excited. All right. We'll be back with more Spicy Nights right after this. Yes. Talking about generational curses here on Spicy Nights Radio. Yay.
I know, right?
Let's give a shout out to WSWT's owner, my girl Sadie Starr, and you can listen to her show every day, Monday through Friday, from 10:30 to 12 o'clock. And then you can catch Spicy Nights on Saturdays from 12 to 2. What's up, y'all? Hey.
You got a whole. Look, I wasn't ready for that whole. She got a whole little shout out there. I wasn't ready for that.
I want to shout out to the Spicy Night Riders who
Right,
always
checking in.
riding with us. They've been
Right,
checking in throughout the show. We appreciate y'all so much. Thank you. We
What
will
we
have.
What we leave off at?
We're gonna have the Spicy Spotlight coming up soon, where we will shout out our business owners. We want to give a shout out to our boys and who is our guy that does the CMOS?
Oh, Craig.
Shout out to Craig. I didn't want to get his name wrong.
Caribbean Sea Moss with
Caribbean
Craig Stewart.
Yes. Caribbean, say it one more time.
Caribbean Sea Moss with Craig Stewart.
Yes, we want to give him a special shout out because he's been holding down the group. We've been in and out of it, but he's been holding it down, coming in every day with content, and his sea moss is the bomb. So
yeah, it is.
We appreciate. Yeah, I've tried it. Tremaine's tried it. So you guys gotta be able to hit him up. We're gonna post all of that in the group and on our page. Okay, so we are growing. We appreciate everybody that has supported us from the beginning. Actually, next month will be our 1 year anniversary. So
it's been 1 year.
Spicy Night.
You gotta come in here and turn up in the studio.
We gotta turn all the way up. It's gonna be a party, y'all. Yes. Yeah.
When did we start?
In May.
Wow.
Yeah, we started last year in May.
That's a lot.
I know.
That was quick.
It was quick. Well, we took lots of breaks, in between.
You know, about her breaks.
Dealing with Tremaine, I have to have a lot of breaks. Okay, so I'm just kidding. I have one of the best co-hosts ever. I truly do appreciate you for hanging in there with me, for riding this wave with me.
Oh, yeah. I'm here for the ride. We're going to see where this goes.
I know.
Whether we go to the top or whether we go belly up, I'm going to be right there.
I know that's right.
That's
I appreciate you.
Figure it out.
I appreciate you for sure. So y'all make sure y'all continue to listen to this station because there's so much more coming. There's so many awesome hosts that'll be coming up and more radio personalities. So I just want you guys to stay tuned in. And if you want, you can hit up Sadie Starr. I will leave that information on our page. If you want to have your show on here, we'll also be on Roku TV coming soon. That part is being worked out. So it's so much going on. We are planning to blow up. We're not going to belly up. We're not going to do that.
I'm always one of those glass half full type of guys.
I know, right?
Always playing for the best, but always expect the worst.
Yeah, for sure. So, I'm the same way.
And why your feelings won't be that hurt.
Right? I could take a hit, but
right.
You won't get back up.
You won't be devastated.
And get ourselves back together like Chris Rock did on stage. That's how you bounce back in life. That's the example that I actually liked about that part, because even though I felt like Chris antagonized Will Smith, but what Denzel said, was so key, is that the higher up that you go, the devil comes in some kind of way. And in that moment, the devil had a field day. And I think he came through the form of Chris Rock, and he antagonized Jada, who is Will's wife. And that's the thing. You don't talk about a man's wife. You don't do it in public.
I'm just saying, if you're going to fight somebody, you fight August. Go fight August. That's all I'm just going to leave it. I'm done with
We don't know what he did to August, because August is recovering or healing from all type of ailments that he got going on in his body ever since we were informed of the entanglement, so we have no idea exactly. And we're not saying that Will Smith did anything.
I'm going to say Jada did something. She done put the root on that boy.
Man, something. But back to our topic of breaking generational curses and talking about love. So if you need to learn how to love, all you got to do is ask me. I'll show you how to do it, okay? I could teach you. how
Yeah,
to
how you
love.
gonna teach somebody?
Teach me how to love.
I just been saying, who
Because
is that?
I am a ball of love.
Say like
Music soul child.
even with the kids, everybody learn different.
They do learn
So some
different,
people learn
but
from
it's not.
physical, some
Yeah.
emotional.
Yeah,
So it's like we all have, like I say, we come from a tough society.
we do.
Especially our generation, we had to be hard.
Yeah.
Like you said, we had to be hard. You know, I can't think of it. It was an old rap song, "Practice Being Hard." But we had coming up early, 80s, 90s, we had to be tough. And that's just who we are.
Yeah.
That's the people. Does it make it right? No, it doesn't. Like I say, I posted the other day. You just because your grandma told your mama and your mama told you doesn't make it right.
Right.
You know, and it's unfortunate because grandma come from an era where it was pretty much shut up and do what I say.
Yeah.
Then mama went to, I don't need a man.
Right.
Now you sitting around like, do I need a man? Or do I just go on by myself? Or do I, you know what I'm saying? Do I just shut up and let this man? So we're conflicted.
For the record, I've always needed a man.
Come on with it. Come on with it. Come on with it.
And I've always had one.
Yeah.
You know, because just like you said,
Yeah.
taking a break. I had to take a break after when I was going through depression. That's when I took a break from relationships. I stopped having sex. You know, I didn't want to do anything.
I'm just saying.
Well, you know, sex creates soul ties. We had that in a previous show. Okay, we're not going to bring that back up.
You're gonna bring that back around. I still look conflicted about that.
Because if you don't stop and take some time to break the soul tie, then you're going to still carry it on to the next relationship. So I took some time for me to stop so that I can release all of those soul ties that I've had in the past, you know, and focus on myself. Because what's crazy is that one of my exes said to me, you know, I think you love me more than you love yourself. And when he said that, I didn't get it because I was thinking like, wow, I got a nice crib, a nice car, a great job, make money, this, that, you know, everything was great. And I'm full of love. So how can you say that? But going through a depression and coming out of it, I said, oh, I'll never let that happen again. Yeah. Won't no other man ever be able to tell me that. And it's mostly because when I see a need, I try to jump in and help.
Right.
So now you can't even ask me to come in and help because I'm working on myself right now. So
that don't mean stop helping.
I did stop helping. I did. I help a little bit.
Right, there you go. Right. That don't mean just stop helping.
Yeah, I stopped helping altogether because I no longer wanted to be in the position where I had to control everybody's situation and put everybody's life ahead of mine. It's like, no, let me take some time to pour into me. And so that's what I've been doing. So I've been loving on me. I love my new place. You know, I'm working on a whole bunch of other things. I love our new show.
Party down there. I'm gonna put the address down there.
Do not. Do not.
Party townhouse real soon. I'm gonna put the address in the group.
There will not be a party, okay? Let me be real clear, okay? You heard it from the horse's mouth. There will not be a party at my house. Now, party at Tremaine's for sure.
Oh yeah, well you know, Joe, turn up. We do that every year. I'm preparing myself for that now.
Yeah, so. I might be out of town that weekend though, but
that's Father's Day weekend too. It's actually Juneteenth and Father's Day the same day.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's interesting. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm still planning to be out of town. So shout out to my pops.
Well, how you gonna go somewhere? You gonna be wherever you gonna gotta go where your dad is. Where your dad is.
Well, you know, that's another generational curse that needs to be broken. Okay, the anger never let me feel for a stranger. I understood Tupac in that whole sense, but my dad was never a stranger per se. But we didn't build.
He didn't fit the character in your mind of a dad.
No, because he wasn't there. You know, like I saw him a couple of times a year, but he wasn't who raised me. I'll say that.
Right.
So, but I've learned as an adult to build a different kind of relationship with him so that I could still be a part of his life, but it no longer has the stronghold of me that you weren't there.
Right.
You're not there. But then also when I learned about what happened in his life, you know, I had some compassion and I understood, you know, that not everybody is brought up the same way.
Correct.
So as a result, I've learned to rebuild, tear down the relationship that I thought we should have and start from where we were and build from there.
Right.
So now we have a better relationship. And so that's, I think, needs to be the turning point for a lot of people to reach out if they want to have a relationship with their parents, you know, because I can't even say that everybody's dad is gone. You know, a lot of moms have now abandoned ship, you know, and a lot of kids are out here growing up with their dads and not their moms, you know. So therefore they have
shout out to all the single dads out there.
Shout out to y'all for holding it down, you know, like, and shout out to the single moms who've been holding it down. So we have to break that curse where we can go back to building a family, having a family structure, building Black Wall Street. Even that's coming back, you know, like teaching each other how to love and how to get ahead so that we're not constantly holding each other down so that when one go up, we bad. So if, let's say, because I've had the example.
Don't be a Trey.
Don't be a Trey, right. You know, where my career was taking off and his wasn't. Right. But people see me differently. First of all, we were, I was older than him, you know, by a few years. So therefore, I've worked longer than you for this opportunity. Do you understand what I'm saying? So just because we both went to school at the same time and we came out together, I still have more experience in certain areas. Wait your turn.
Wait your time.
And he had a hard time waiting his turn. And even though we are no longer together, we just finally came to a point where we could be peaceable with each other. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think that's a word, but that's okay.
Well, I just made that.
She out here like Jesse Jackson. Peaceable. That's not a word.
You know, we got some haters over here. WSWT.
No, but seriously, you just said something that's really important. I'm saying we because I'm included. We have to learn to let go of the past.
Yeah.
We have to let it go. Your past does not dictate your future.
It doesn't.
The things we've been through, you have to deal with them, close that page, and go to the next page. Yeah. But we hold on to stuff for years.
That's because
there's parents that ain't talked to their kids in 20 years because something that happened in 1993.
Because we avoid dealing with it. Nobody wants to face the pain.
No one wants to deal with the elephant in the room.
Nobody wants to deal with that. And that's a generational curse that we have to break because nobody ever wants to expose
the family. That's it. Yeah.
And even if you don't expose it to the world, expose it amongst yourselves so that you can work out your issues and move forward together as a family.
Yeah.
So if you have all of this division in your household, you can believe that they're going to take that out in the streets and cause division in everybody's relationships.
I.e. all the toxic relationships.
All the toxic relationships. And I'm trying not to be as toxic as I didn't even know that I was. You know, I didn't realize that, you know, certain attitudes, you know, that I carry, you know, is toxic. Like, you could never have a bigger attitude than me. I could not stand a man whose attitude, who shows me attitude. Like, no, I'm going to have a much bigger attitude. Like, I'm stubborn like that.
But men shouldn't have attitudes anyway. Walk around here with your lip.
But they do. Yeah. And more so than women these days, you know.
That's the skinny jean guys.
You can't step on their gym shoes.
The ones wearing purses. I just can't figure that out. It's a man bag. No, it's a purse. It's a purse. Well, I don't have nothing on me personally that I gotta carry in this bag.
Oh.
What do you got in this bag?
I don't know.
Other than most
they
men
have their chargers.
It's in the car.
It's in the car.
I'm gonna go. What's next?
They chapstick.
Who the hell got like I said, I don't carry enough stuff. I literally hate things in my pocket. Yeah. So I'm trying to limit the stuff I got on me. Other than my keys, money, and my phone, I don't need nothing else. I'm not carrying no satchel. I'm not carrying no man purse. And then they just get ridiculous. Some of them be real big. You know, at first they started with the small ones. Now they really got bags. What do you get? Now, a book bag, I get it. Okay, you can wear a little designer book bag if you want to. But the whole little strap around, what you call it? The camel, the whatever.
Fanny pack.
Yeah, no. The bags they be having up here. They be having bags like no.
Well, they're like fanny packs because the fanny packs you can do either around your waist or over your the
and I get it. It's fashionable. I get it. It's fashionable. You see the rappers.
LeBron James had a whole.
Hey, we're not gonna get on LeBron and Westbrook and the way they dress and stuff. I don't. Hey,
No.
no.
I'm not gonna get on
Yeah, I'd have had some of the alphabet people tell me like, "Hey, we worry about them. I don't know whose side they on."
I don't know.
Right, these cats wear. I mean,
well, they call them metrosexuals.
Exactly.
I don't know what side they're on exactly. I don't think they know what side they're on, or they haven't claimed a side yet. So
I mean, I'm not gonna say about LeBron because he's been married to the same woman. LeBron's a good dude. He does a lot of things. But his dress, like I said, they go too far with it. Yeah. In my opinion, that's just my opinion.
Yeah, because I think that even Omar Epps had on like a skirt type of thing.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
it's just too far.
That was a little too far. Because they already talk about emasculating our men.
Exactly. What's that? He was just had on a skirt on one of the award shows. Kid Cudi.
Did he?
Yeah, he had a whole little dress. Oh, what?
Oh, he sure did.
Yeah, like it's just too much.
It's
too much. Yeah. Masculine men, it is okay. I know we're fighting to keep us, alive, but it's okay to be who you are. They try to break us down at every chance they get.
Yeah. Well, I think some people are very secure in who they are, and so therefore you don't have to. Right. That's what I'm saying. Like you're secure in who you are, so you don't have to wear a dress. But some people are pressured from others, or they're secretly not ready to expose their secrets. So there's that. We don't know. We never know, and I'm okay with that.
I mean, that's fine. That's another thing we got to stop doing. Everybody's business is not your business.
Everybody's business is not your business.
Lord have mercy. What you do in your house has no effect on my house.
No.
Not on my bank account.
No.
Not on my attitude.
No.
It's just we gotta know. We know more about these celebrities than you do about your partner that you live with in the house.
Yeah, because that used to be the way to be able to sell, their movies or their books or their music or whatever it is, But now that social media is like global and international, whatever. Now it's like you do one thing and now the whole world got to know. I've never been one to like to put all of my business on social media. I don't even like to put my relationships on social media. I never did, but a couple of guys that I dated, they be thirsty. Like, are you going to put our picture up there? Well, I wasn't.
But why not?
Then my side piece might know.
All right, see that's the problem. That's why the pressure. That's where the pressure comes from. Put my picture up there. Well, I'll put it on your page myself.
Right, you want to tag me and stuff like, bro, calm down, killer.
Right.
I'm still a player. No, I'm
there you go.
I'm not a player no more. I've changed my ways.
You changed your ways?
Yes, I've broken the generational curse.
I said growth. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, my daddy was rough.
Yeah.
And to watch him as I came up, if I stayed like him, I'd never be married.
Right.
I never had a serious love.
Yeah.
Oh man, still think he's 25.
Oh my goodness.
That's my dude. I love him, but that's just who he is.
Live your best life, Pops.
Oh, yeah.
As long as you take care of all those kids that you're out there fathering, I can't stop you from fathering, but take care of them. They should all have a relationship with you, one way or the other.
How do you have a relationship with 20 people?
20 it's possible.
Kids. It's possible. It's
It is possible.
It's always gonna have those.
You should
select few that's gonna get more attention than the rest.
Well, but that's period. That's how because parents are gonna always have their favorites, whether we want to accept that or not. And that's probably never gonna be a generational curse that we break. Okay, but parents are gonna have their favorites. However, it's up to you to build a bond.
I don't believe that because I don't like none of my kids. I'm ready for them to go.
Oh my goodness.
The oldest one, she listening. The older, I told her, the older you get, the more money I spend on you.
Oh my God.
No, my kids to death, but
and that is true though, because my parents still spend a lot of money on me. I need every dollar too. Thank you. Thank you. Please feel free to cash out today. Right. I need every dollar because I got stuff to do. Okay.
She work every day, Mom. You ain't gotta send her. Don't send her $1. Your cash app don't work and tell her your Zelle don't work.
You know what? You little hater. Don't be blocking my dollars. Don't block none of my blessings, okay? Like, no, I love when parents still support their kids, no matter what age, no matter what it is that they're doing. If they're still changing careers or don't know what it is that they do, help guide them into the right direction. Let's not say that kids only got to go to school, go to college, get a job, this and that. No, if they want to start a business, help them start the business.
Right there. this is my biggest thing with us as the people. Quit putting your kids out at 18.
Yeah.
They not ready.
No.
They not ready.
No.
You know what I'm saying? As long as they're on the path of going to school, even if they're just working, you're still a parent. You know, you cannot, we're not ready at 18. Some of us make it because we had no choice.
Mm-hmm.
But at 18, you're not an adult. On paper, yeah. Mentally, not nowhere near close.
But if they're ready to go at 18, meaning that
they're coming back though. They're gonna come back.
Not everybody.
No, not everybody.
But and some people, if they need to come back, then that's okay too. Okay, because life happens.
Yeah.
Okay. So therefore you have to regroup, and the safest place to regroup is at home.
Right.
So give them the opportunity to go out there, and if they fall, help them back up. Help them to be better than the last time.
That's why I'm not sending you out there
knock
till
them
later.
down. But there's so many parents that beat their kids up
Yeah.
emotionally and mentally, that they go out into this world, they're lost, they don't have a clue, and they don't have any place to go to regroup and to be all that they can be. You know what I'm saying? They just don't have that opportunity. And I think that that's wrong for them to not have the opportunity to be able to regroup. That's all.
Yeah, but like I say, I know, you know, we got parents that be waiting on your birthday. I ain't even out of high school yet, Mom, but you gotta get up out of here, you gotta get a job. I'm still in school, but we so quick that, you know, oh, you're grown now. You're not grown.
Well, see, my mother, she when she turned 18, she had me, as a matter of fact. And but she graduated on her birthday when she turned 18, and she got a job at the steel mill, got her own crib, got her own car, and she ain't never went back home.
She's one in a million.
One in the million, yeah, hands down.
No,
I went back home several times.
There's other people that,
Okay.
you know, that get out there like on.
Not because I had to, but because I wanted to.
Yeah, you weren't ready to leave.
I wasn't. I left because I had a boyfriend, and we moved in together, and I thought that was going to be, you know, our life, but it wasn't. And so then when I realized that wasn't the smart thing to do, I need to go home and regroup. And next time I went out on my own and learn how to handle and manage everything, you know, without him and without having a man, you know, so, and I did it, and I'm still doing it. You know, but
like, I mean, that's just a pet peeve of mine. You know, because I know people, you know, they ready to kick their kids out at 18. But, and the crazy thing is, I know, being in the military, I know a lot of white folks, their kids don't leave the house till they get married.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Amy don't leave till she'd have been proposed to.
That's right.
And when she leave the house, she leave her dad, she goes straight to her husband.
Yeah.
You know, we don't build, we teach our kids it's okay to have multiple partners. Or multiple, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you don't need no girlfriend. Right? What's wrong with building a family? Like you said, your mama started at 18, had a baby, went on her way, and man, you know, she made it.
Yeah.
We don't teach our kids that.
Yeah.
You know, you tell our boys, oh, it's okay to have as many. And I'm throwing myself on the bucket. I've been there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm telling my boys, and my girl gets on me all the time because I tell the boys one thing, but I tell my daughter, hey, you know what I'm saying?
Double standard.
Exactly. But that's, you know, that's like, my statement is, I don't make the rules, I live by them.
Yeah. And my mother told me never to depend on a man. And
so
I
that's
never
not,
did.
But
it's not that I don't want you in my life, because I do.
But
I just don't want to depend on you.
But when you steady telling me that or showing me you don't need me, no man wants to be with you.
Well, that's not true though, because I don't show you that.
How you know what you mean? Statement was, my name is always on lease.
Always.
Exactly. So you can't tell me you don't show me that. You know what I'm saying?
But that's not true, because because I'm so welcoming. You know what I'm saying? Like, one guy told me he was intimidated by me because I was such a giver. I share. And he was like, is this real? Is this for real? Like, who on earth does this?
Right, who
and
are
like,
you?
Right, who are you? And I'm like, because it's material things. And just like I got this, I can get another one. And that's how I always looked at life. Like, we can share. You know, I don't mind sharing what I have with you. But for people who's not accustomed to that, that's like foreign language. Like, what? But then when I understood his background more and got to see his family more, I see that they're more selfish. And so therefore, he didn't understand the concept of giving. Right. Because I'm not selfish. You know, so no, if it's my house, even though it's my house, I don't make you feel like it's my house. I'm very welcoming if I want you to come and live with me. You feel me?
Right.
But now I don't want you to come and live with me. So therefore, I bought a smaller place so that I can be by myself.
So you said I ain't got no room. I ain't got no room.
So now you should have your own place anyway, right? So I'm not judging anybody for whatever that they have or don't have, but I like
is that a deal breaker for you?
No.
Let's say he just in transition and he just went back to his mom's house.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm a person who has regrouped several times. Okay, so therefore,
you've been back to the house. Huh?
Yeah, I understand. Being able to get yourself back together or going to stay wherever you need to stay so that you can regroup and move on, so that it can be better the next time out. Yeah, I'm not that person.
The whole regrouping, being able to talk, we didn't come up like.
Yeah.
There's so many, like you said, it was so many secrets being held.
Yeah.
Nobody really communicated. It was pretty much do as I say.
So true. Like, pure example, I didn't even tell my mother what was happening to me until I was 15. Now, I had been being molested since I was like 3. And I always protected the people that abused me.
Yeah.
Always, because they always made me keep a secret. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And so therefore, I could not understand how my mother was so popular with all the kids in the neighborhood. Everybody could come talk to my mother but me.
You.
How is that even possible? And then she even was like, how can everybody come and talk to me but you? And I finally, had somebody, mediate to tell her that that's what was happening to me. And then I was able to talk to her. She was like, how come you couldn't tell me? Because everybody been telling me to keep it a secret all of these years. And so when I finally told that it was 6 men and 1 girl who had been, touching me all of these years. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, it felt so great. And now my mother and I are like best friends,
right?
Because she became my hero that day. She became the woman that I needed to know that I was going to be protected going forward, because of course she worked, at the steel mill. So she worked different hours and different shifts, second shifts. So other people had to babysit us, etc. And these babysitters, ain't what they all cracked up to be.
You don't call them what they are, predators.
They're predators. So therefore so many people that was taking advantage of me as a kid, and I didn't appreciate that, which is why I don't let people take advantage of me now, because now I can speak up, I can fight back, I can say, my words, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to keep that secret anymore, so.
Call Olivia. Call Olivia Elliott. They're going to get to the bottom of this. Detective too swollen.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, so that's why I'm different now. But it has not stopped me from loving and from giving and from sharing. Do you understand? So I have never, because my mother used to be like, Tam ain't never taken care of no man. But that's not true. I've always, because I understand that men go.
And what does that mean, though?
Have it ups and downs.
What does she mean by
financially?
So like you said, right. What if he's been holding down these years in life? Yeah. COVID. Life happens. Everything. Life happens. So she don't want you to
no, she used to always say that she didn't know that I wasn't like that. She'd be like, no, Tam ain't take care of no man. But that's not true. I've always held down every single man that I've ever dated. Are you kidding me? Every single man. They can't never come back and say Tam did not help me in some form or fashion. You know what I'm saying? So even though we're not together, and I might have prepared them for the next relationship. You feel me?
And that's funny. I've been told that before, like, you know what I'm saying? Someone told me, like, I feel like you use me for practice because now you're here. But my answer is, so you're mad at my growth.
Right.
So you're upset with me for not staying stagnant.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, maybe I did hear all the fuss.
Not necessarily staying stagnant, but for not treating her the way that you would treat somebody now.
Right.
So people feel
some type of way. The old, every day you wake up, you're a day older.
True.
You're supposed to be getting better every day.
Yeah.
So no, I'm not gonna feel the same way I did 10 years ago that I do now.
Right.
I'm not gonna do the same thing I did 10 years ago that I'm doing now.
Right.
So that's just.
And that's something that I even had to learn, even in a relationship. Just that people change and they grow you know, but the partner doesn't always change and grow with that person,
Right.
or they may change and grow differently, and go and separate. And so I think another part of breaking the generational curse is to learn how to communicate and allow people to be who they are, whatever that is, going forward, because I don't want to be the same Tam that I was when I was 6 and had to keep all of these secrets, you know, of people that was hurting me. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't be that at 25 anymore.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can't be that now. I have to be able to speak up and help other people that's hurting to speak up. You know, do you know how many people that I've helped to just say, you know what? I know that you didn't tell your mother then what happened, but tell her now. Let her be there for you right now.
Yeah.
And
that's
they
funny.
have done that.
When you get a chance to watch the Gerard show, he said that about his father.
Mm-hmm.
He like, when I came, like you said, his dad had a secret. He like, but when I came out to my dad, you know, he pretty much was like a typical 70s guy, macho. He like, all right, you know, it's cool. He like, I messed up, you messed up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He didn't tell me he messed up because he said he was gay. He like, well, you know, I messed up, you messed up. Ain't no big deal. We just gonna keep it moving.
That's not a mess up.
But that's not exactly.
That's not a mess up.
You know, his dad was like, you know, right there, like, I messed up, you messed up. Ain't no big deal. You know, but then we don't know how to talk. You know what I'm saying? They were not trained to talk to us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The way that we should be able to talk to each other.
Yeah.
You know?
So I do want to end with this, that Music Soul Child did come out with a song called Teach Me How to Love. Yeah. And it was a hit. But just take the words to heart and literally let's teach each other how to love. Let's teach each other how to grow. Let's allow room for people to be who they are instead of trying to put them in the box that you want them to be. Because everybody is going to be different. Everybody is going to be unique, and they deserve to be able to be themselves, you know, no matter what that may look like. Yeah. Okay. So if you give enough grace and mercy, you know, to not only them, but also to yourself, I think to accept that this is who you are. You know, I had to look in the mirror and say, you know what? These are the things that I like about me. These are the areas that I will change about me. And these are the areas that I'm just going to not even, you know. Just throw them away. Just throw them away. Yeah, because I don't even want to, I'm done acting the fool. I'm done acting the fool. Right, you're right. You know, so like when I said I don't want to be a player no more. Okay?
Big pun. I was going to say Fat Joe. No, Big Pun.
No, yeah, Big Pun. You know,
Big Pun and Joe. That's what it was.
More. You know, when I said that to myself, you know, then I said, well, how do I stop being a player? You know what I mean?
Act like you got some sense. How about that? Let's start there. That's why I had to start with myself. Act like you got some sense.
Act like you got some sense. You know, like, well, do you really want to be bothered with entertaining multiple guys?
Right.
I do not.
It's a lot.
Not at this age anymore. It's too much. I don't want to be bothered, you know, because sometimes just the one that you're being bothered with is a lot. Okay. And so therefore, you know, like I have put that meme in the group that I will help him decorate his man cave, whoever I'm going to be married to. Get out of my face. You know what I'm saying? I love you. From your man cave.
That's it. But I don't know with that though. We all gotta have our own space.
Yes, like just learn how to give each other space, learn how to give each other grace, learn how to love each other, though not the way that somebody taught you that was the wrong way to love. Clearly. You know, don't do that. But understand that you can grow and it's never too late to grow, to heal, to learn, to love. Okay? It's never too late for that.
Oh, that was nice. We gone. Yeah. I ain't got nothing to say behind that. Throw that out pretty nice there. I like that. It's never too late.
It's never too late. It's not. So we will see you guys next week. Thank you guys so much for listening. We appreciate you, every last one of you. And we will have more spicy convos next Saturday from 12 to 2. Don't forget to download WSWT on your phone so that you can take us everywhere. Listen to my girl Sadie Starr during the week, Monday through Friday from 10:30 to 12 o'clock. And just stay tuned for all the great music and for everything that we got coming up. So thank you guys so much. And as my brother liked to say, Get out there and have fun on purpose.
On purpose.
On purpose. I thought that was so dope. And that's what we're going to continue to do is I'm about to go out and have some fun. I don't know about you.
I'm going to get me some Chick-fil-A.
He going to get some Chick-fil-A.
All right, my good people. See y'all next week.
Bye.